Hello everyone, welcome to Rob's Repairs. Today I got a good one for you. You guessed it. We're working on my 2017 Artic Cat Snow Pro snowcross sled. This is one of my best sleds I've ever had. Can't break it. It's a blast to drive, and yeah. So anyway, I went to start it this season, and she'd fire only if I sprayed a little starting fluid down the cylinders. So there's really no diagnostic on this thing. It's got an electric fuel pump, so that's what I'm going to be replacing today. So bought one off of eBay. Half the price from Artic Cat, and let's get going here. I already disassembled it, as you can see. It was real simple to get it to where it is right now. That's the nice thing about working on a race sled, is that they're super easy to work on. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to do is disconnect this. I'm going to disconnect this connector there. That's for the pump. Take this bracket off quick. I already blew this area too, just in case. We don't want any dirt going in the tank. There's a pressed on fitting right here. I'm not sure about that. Keep thinking out of the box on this job. Never put one in before, but that doesn't mean I can't do it. Let's slide this up a bit. Looks like there's a compression fitting right here. That's cool. Should be able to use one of my maybe AC tools, or I can see how it disconnects. So maybe a quick disconnect, something. We'll figure it out. So I'm just going to go ahead. We might not even have to do anything either, so we're not going to do anything with that just yet. Although that might be something to do right now while it's stationary. So I can kind of see how it's supposed to go. Let's see if we can get a couple pitch tools on that. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is pretty easy. It looks easy anyway. Yep, that's easy. Yep. I just took a pick tool. Took a pick tool on the bottom and just pushed this out a little bit, and then I pried up on top with the screwdriver, and it just came out. It's just a lock. So this should come out of there, I would think. Yeah. Easy peasy, like that. Yeah, like I say, never done it, so let's get it. You can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. Old guy told me once, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay, there's a tie strap here connected. The wire's connected to a tie strap. I think I'm going to disconnect that. Can always we'll put a new one on at the end of the day. Be careful not to cut yourself. Pretty simple. I see some debris here. Let's blow that out of there. We don't want that getting in the tank. Okay, now we're going to be breathing fumes, so I might be getting my mask. And this is pretty base. I mean, look at that, just lifting right out of there. Okay, let me pluck this up. Gonna have to put this on something clean, so I'm gonna stick it back in quick. Make a little room over here. And we're gonna put it on a bench. Throw it on some paper. And we'll use some napkins. Okay, now I'm keeping an eye on the orientation too. I want to make sure I know what's going on here. So it's got a little filter here. Ooh, it's got a compression fitting here. That's not good. So okay. Everything's thinking out of the box. So let's see what we got. I think I'm just gonna put it here like that. Okay, we're dripping gas, no big deal. I got some rubber gloves here. First thing you want to do is protect yourself. I smell gas, but not too bad. Not the end of the world. Try to do it in a clean atmosphere. So here's the new pump. So obviously we gotta figure out how to take this off. And this fitting's gonna have to come off for sure. Kind of hold my breath a little bit. I can kind of see how that comes off. There's like a little clippy do right there. So let's see if all you gotta do is lift this up. Don't want to break it. I wonder if there's, no, there's just two. So yeah, that's a tough one. Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. Ah, you gotta lift this deal up. I don't know if you can see it in there. You lift it up and you turn this whole unit. Well, we did something there. Not really acting the way we wanted to, but that's kind of what's going on. So you turn it. Yep, there we go. Turn it, and it gave us access. But now we got to get this off of here. So I got one of these fittings, and I got the clamp tool. So I'm not going to use a hose clamp on that. So gotta find a stick, which I just had. Oh, here we go. So let's take the snip on, see if we can get it off with a snip. Don't want to break it. But this has got to come off, so. So the first thing I gotta do is get this off. Next. Gotta break it, do what you gotta do. Gotta loosen it up. Napa sells these too. So I know I'll be able to get a new one. But I'm not gonna cheese it and put a hose clamp on here. It's just not gonna happen. So you need a special tool to do this, to get this clamp. But like I say, I'll have to go to Napa. This goes anywhere you want it to. It's just a filter, not a big deal. So the orientation is fine. I know how that works. Now I'm going to take see if we can get this off with a screwdriver. Obviously it's got a nipple on there. This is where this tool here comes in handy on gas lines and stuff like that. You can get it in there, just kind of pry it a little bit, get it off of there. So here, this is easy. That's snapped in, can't get it off. Oh my goodness, what are we gonna do? Get your screwdriver in here. This is my first time working on this too, by the way. Hit or miss. Get your screwdriver in there, lift up the tab, turn it, take it out. Okay, now we got to figure out the other problem here. Now we got, if we look and see, we got electrical fittings right there, and we got some sort of a plug here. So I see electrical fittings, and I'm pretty sure they're going to come. So I believe that there's some sort of a rubber deal that this is going to pop into, and should be able to just pull this out of here. That's what I'm guessing. And if I can't pull it out, we're going to have to pry it out. I don't see anything holding it in. Looks like identical pumps. Artic Cat wanted 700 and some bucks, probably for this whole unit. I just got the gas pump and some other little trinkets for 126. That's a no-brainer. Now we just got to figure out how to put it in. So I'm guessing that this fits into a rubber grommet. So one way or the other, we got to get it out of here. So I'm going to have to probably pry on it. I can see where it's sitting there. So I'm hoping, yep, should be able to just pry up on it. Yep, just like I did. Take it out slow. There's a little rubber deal, and that slides into that hole right in there. So easy peasy. I'm going to disconnect the wiring here. Probably have to use a long nose maybe. I'm going to make sure I put the wires on right. Although there is a small terminal and a thicker, wider terminal. Keep track of that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and reuse this rubber. Put the rubber on there. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. I'm going to take this fitting off here gently. Take this one off gently. Going to put the new one on. Going to get this on. Oh boy, this is easier than I thought it was going to be. And then I'm going to make sure I push this up into there as far as it'll go. and that's it. That's it. It's in. And the reason why this is probably locked in, well, let's see now. Yep, it's to hold everything in so it can't fall out. So there we go. Now all I need is this fitting. Now let's see if the fitting came with the kit. It sure would be nice if it did. Nope. It came with a new filter, which I might as well replace, but it did not come with the fittings. So I'll get the fittings and I'll tune back in a bit. Okay, I got the clamps. Had to go to every auto parts store in this town. These are Dorman 1/2 inch, and they're fuel line clamps. See, I didn't want to get the screw-on kind. Just had a bad feeling. Once these are tight, they're tight. So we got to get this one off here. Just gonna try to take my snip somehow, some way. Just gonna have to break it out of there. Pretty base. Because I need this hose. I don't care about the filter. I'm hoping that I can use the new filter here. So yeah, that came off easy enough. Now we gotta get this off of here. Just taking a screwdriver and just kind of trying to work it free. If you guys like the content, please like and subscribe. It's going to help me grow my channel. Totally appreciate it. Thinking out of the box on this job. This is tight. This is almost like, it's almost like it needs a new hose, but I like how that's bent, so we're gonna think out of the box again and try to get this off of here. Okay, it's coming. She's getting loose. It was tight, so yeah, don't want to ruin it. I'll use my clamp. See if we can get underneath it. Try to pry it out of there, but it's on there. Okay. Looks like we gotta go with the vice grip. And get the vice grip on this black grommet looking thing. Try to get it on the bottom of it. Now I'm going to take my screwdriver and try to pry it off of there without hurting myself. Oh brother, it is on there. Trying to break it free. Oh man, it is on there. Well, got another idea. I'm going to take this clamp tool, try to get it underneath, just drilled on myself. See if we can pry it off of it. Boy, it's almost like it needs a new rubber line. It is not budging. Well, yeah, it budges a little bit. Not enough though. Okay. How is that coming off of there? It moved. Moved a little bit. This has got to be the toughest rubber line I've ever came in contact with. It's coming very slowly. I'm going to go with a bigger screwdriver. All the little things we got to deal with. And that. That is just not wanting to come off. Okay. Trying to make the video short here. This should have been a slam dunk. That is just unreal. Try to get a hose clamp tool underneath it. I don't know. It's hard to hold on to this bugger. Okay. I hate to shorten it up. Whoa. Yeah, it's almost like we're gonna have to replace the fuel line. So I'm gonna go grab a piece. I'll be right back. Show you what I got in a minute. Okay, I found some fuel line, and it even had a good bend to it, so I'm liking it. But it looks a titch smaller in diameter, so I'm just going to heat it and see if we can get it over this. Look at that barb. That's why I couldn't get it off, because all those barbs. Ended up ruining the gas line. I don't want to make it shorter, so is what it is. Hopefully heating it will give it a little extra there. Yep, come on. Okay, that's good. And then get a clamp on there. Oh yeah. Now these clamps take a special tool. So I'm trying to get it on there a titch better than that. Just move it in. Probably a little oil on there might be the answer. Yep. Just kind of want to get it closer to the end there. So yeah, the special tool looks like this. Just put it on there. Like that. And crimp it. That's it. As much as you can go. That's Crimp City. It ain't coming off, not gonna come loose. So yeah, good alternative. You can't beat that clamp, so can't beat the hose. So we're gonna heat it here. We're gonna get the clamp on there first. Gonna heat it up. Make sure it goes over that nipple. I'm even gonna put some oil on it. I'm gonna put some oil on it because I think that'll help. Thinking out of the box, I don't know. Whatever gets the job done. Got the clamp on. Oh yeah, oil definitely went on a lot easier than that one. So let's hope I can get this clamp on there now. Yep. So the clamp's over. Now we're going to give it a little all the way, as much as you can go, till the tool bottom's out. Done. That clamp is not coming off. Oh, there you go. Yep. Okay. Setting the. I'm gonna go ahead and set that in there quick. Get you back up on a stand. It's kind of weird that it sits like that, but yeah, you'd think this would go straight down, but it don't. So I would hope it would, but so let's see when it goes in the tank. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty close to the bottom. It'll be close to the bottom. I never run it low on gas anyway. So putting it back in the way it was. I'm gonna double check it. Oh yeah, she's good. I'd like to see it all the way to the bottom, but I think the weight of it will just probably bend it down. I kind of wish it was bent down more, but I can't really see where it's sitting in there, but it's in the gas, so oh yeah. Okay, let's wrap this up. Gonna put the ring on. And put the bolts back in. Now the bolts seem a little rusty, so I'm going to put a little, I'm just going to put a little oil on them. Just get a little oil on each bolt. I think that'll be the answer on taking it apart again if we ever need to. I know one thing I'm not going to do. Well, I've never ran this thing too low on gas, so about an inch from the bottom is pretty much as far as I've ever ran it low. So I'm hoping that we're going to be okay as far as that hose goes. Okay. Just screwing these in by hand first, making sure I'm not going to strip anything. And they weren't that tight, they were just, I got them loose with this 1/4 inch, so it's going to snug them. snug them up by hand. And like I say, they weren't that tight. And they're Torx. So, and this bit doesn't seem to be sitting in there like you think it would. Yep, it's got a nice little gasket there, prevent it from leaking. So I'm just torquing them down pretty much the way I took it apart. So connecting the wire back, making sure that's secure. I'm going to put a tie strap right there. Just to make sure. They got that on there so the wire's not flopping around and fraying. Put it exactly where it was. I like it. Okay. Oh shit, we gotta take these two back out. I forgot about that bracket. The gas line bracket. Getting ahead of myself. Just trying to speed it up for the video, but we don't need to do that. So yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and let's see, get that back on. We got to put that ring back in there. That little, got to put this little guy back in. How was that? That was this way. So it looks like it could only go in there one way. That's it. Snaps that in. Pretty base. Put the screws back in, make sure they're not going to strip. Recommend putting oil on the threads, that's for sure. Snug them up. I'll just make sure they're tight. Hoping this is the problem. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and button it up. And we're going to fire this thing up and see if that's the problem. I'm hoping it is. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Show you in a bit. Okay, got it back together. But ended up pulling the fuel pump back out before I assembled. Because I was thinking about the way that filter was sitting. I needed it, I wanted it to go down all the way to the bottom of the tank. That's the smart choice. Yeah, we replaced that hose. That hose didn't have that bend in it. And yeah, it just wasn't sitting right with me. So I took the pump back out. I didn't disconnect any hoses or anything. What I ended up doing was, give you a visual here of the old pump. I took a T. This is a three-way, but I took a two-way T. I'd run back to Napa, and I put a hose from here to here, and then I put a hose from there down to the filter. So this is how it sits in the tank. So it comes straight down. So now the filter is right on the bottom of the tank, sucking up the gas. So I'll have no problem getting at least a, at least I know it's all the way to the bottom. But the other way was, the filter was more here. I didn't like it. So anyway, wanted to show you a visual on that. And what I ended up doing is pulling the spark plugs. I put this hose down to the cylinder, put a little gas in each plug, got it back together, because when there's no gas in the system, it's harder than heck to get this thing started, even with a good fuel pump. So let's go ahead and throw this outside. I'm gonna put the side covers on it quick. Yeah, I don't like starting it with the side covers off, because if the clutch decided it wanted a grenade or something, yeah, that won't be good. But these things go on real easy. I'm just gonna set them in here. Real simple. I'm hoping this thing runs. I might have to bottle feed it again. I'm not sure, but normally it only takes one try when I run out of gas. So yeah. Let's throw this thing outside quick. Get yourself one of these dollies if you want to move your sled around, because you ain't gonna do it. These things are so heavy now. So yeah. Put my jacket on. Let's get this thing out. Maybe get the cover off of this thing. Boy, I hope this thing runs. Appreciate you guys watching. Please like, subscribe if you like the content. Not going to fire it in the garage and just smoke it out. Hopefully it'll run. Alright, wish me luck. Now it usually takes 2 to 3 pulls. I'm going to leave the stand up. Let's see if I can get it started. No, ain't gonna. Yeah, this thing's kind of hard to start a little bit. So we got a half a pull. Come on, baby. Okay, I don't believe it. She's running. Sounds good. I got track. I got used track for it at Hades. And yeah, I just noticed it's got some cracking on the edge. It's a pretty sweet track. Yeah, that's the way it goes when you buy a used track, but I saved probably $500 probably getting the studs, and after these studs it came studded. So yeah, you get what you get when you buy used, but I'm okay with it because it was better than the track I had. I'm just tickled that this baby's running. It's already up to temp. Nice. You gotta like that. Well, I totally appreciate you guys watching the video, get me through this ordeal. You know, sometimes you gotta think out of the box to get anything done, so I totally appreciate it. Like I say, like, subscribe, share the video, leave me a comment. It's gonna help me grow my channel. I totally appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you.